Welcome to Vengeance Paintball.
Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is Vengeance Paintball, and this is how you take apart Tippmann 98 Custom. It's pretty simple, but a lot of people don't do it right, so I'm going to show you the way I do it. The first step is to remove the barrel. Now, there are 6 screws you need to take out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. What am I saying? All you need to do is get it on either side. I don't like doing it like this. I prefer putting them in like this and doing it. It's just a lot easier. Then just simply turn around. Just keep turning around. Now what I like to do is take a magnet and just set it down, and then put the screws there. So it's a lot easier. Gosh. Just take them off. Just take them, put them there. I'll be back when I have them all taken out. Once you have out that last screw, you can put it right here. All the screws are the same except this one. It's a little bit longer. It's pretty easy to tell. Now, if you have the little nub on it, you need to take this off before you take it off. You have to take off these 2 screws too. Or at least loosen them. Just a little loosen, and then you can take it off. Make sure the safety button doesn't fall out, and this gun's not too good. This piece, if your guns your Tippmanns, ever just dropping balls all over the place, this is probably the reason why. It's because this piece is broken. It's a shame. But yeah, here's your Tippmann. You can make sure if you ever do take it apart, you get the trigger back right and everything. What you can do is literally take this off. Make sure you remember exactly how you take it off. Take it out. And you can take out the whole trigger thing, but I don't like to because I normally screw it back up. But yeah, you can put in mods or attachments. You can clean it all out. Like there's a whole bunch of paint in this one. Probably gonna clean it out. You can see the paint. Okay, you've taken it apart. You know, that's the easy part. Taking it apart. Putting it back together, it's a little bit more challenging, I guess, but it's pretty simple. First step I do is always make sure these things are in right. You kind of have to push them in there. Then I would put this on. And my least favorite part is this little spring thing. It's not a spring, but an ordered guide. You can put that up. It has to be carefully placed right there. And then your spring mechanism, make sure the little hole, focus, make sure the little hole goes right in there. The little thing pointing up, make sure the hole goes in there. Just kind of pushed on, like that. Make sure it gets over this little ridge right there. Make sure it gets over that, so kind of lift it up a little bit. Place it in there, just like that, and then be able to push down. Next thing you want to do is put this on there. Put this back on. If you have the ACT model, there's another thing in here, but I won't worry about that. It's pretty simple. You just slide it on, place this in here, take this back, Push it in there. Make sure it slides good. Take your spring, put it in the hole, like that. You might have to turn this thing to get it to go in there. Put this, just kind of set the spring in there. Put it in the middle hole. Push it down until it gets in these two. The next part, putting this back on. Okay, then you just take it, make sure everything's all tight, and put it back on. You might need to cock it back a little bit. And then you just simply screw everything back in. Okay, now when you put in this last screw, make sure you don't over tighten it, because then you won't be able to use this. Make sure it's not, too loose, but make it pretty tight, because if you have it really tightened down, you can't push this down. So maybe from fully turned, go about a half turn, probably quarter turn. Make sure it just kind of fits nice and snug, so you want a little tension. And that's it. Just screw your barrel back on. And you're ready to play. Now, I want you to remember one thing before you go out and take apart your new fancy Tippmann you just bought. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I mean, if you have your gun shooting fine and everything, and you're just shooting, loving the feel of it, don't take it apart, because you might mess something up, or something just bad might happen. Really, really bad. So remember, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Well, thank you for joining us. I hope you've found these reviews
very helpful.
Yes, and we'd appreciate if you subscribe. We're not going to beg and please, but we're not going to beg too much. And maybe hit a like, if you liked it, but I don't know.
But please subscribe, and we will know that we will do a bunch more videos in the future.
If you like it, just tell us.
This is the Vengeance Paintball. I'm Legshot.
I'm TK Snipes. If you like any more reviews, just tell us.
And if you really enjoyed, click the like down below. And
we're not begging.
But, as always, see you around.
Thank you from our sponsors, my mom and my dad, and his mom and his dad. We're very proud, but, I hope you enjoyed.